Hello, beautiful humans, and welcome to Tantra Tips. I'm Tara Fisher from Embody the Sacred. And what I'm going to cover in today's episode is Tantra Takeover versus the Tantra Temple. And I'm so excited to share this topic with you so you can learn what is a safe and integral space for you to explore the depths of your sexuality. And what I'll be covering in this episode is number one, what is the Tantra Takeover? And what is the Tantra Temple? Number two, what are the dangers of the takeover and what are the payoffs of the temple? And finally, number three, how to choose a tantric practitioner, school, or temple that's right for you. So let's dive in. So what is the Tantra Takeover? The Tantra Takeover is when organizations or practitioners use the word Tantra to cover up or take over and indulge in a hedonistic type of self-serving, egoic practice or practices that can be very dangerous, where the client or participants are seeking healing and education, and what they receive is something else altogether. The word Tantra used in this way is loaded with a taking or a predator energy, hence taking over. This is an enormous shadow aspect and downside that many practitioners have taken and distorted and twisted the word Tantra, dabbling in the darker aspects to suit their own indulgent and very often manipulative and dangerous desires. So, what is the Tantra Temple? It's a refined, energetic space that feels golden. It feels contained. It's a safe space to explore our innate, powerful sexual energy. The Tantra Temple is also in service to the whole, not just the self, right? And in the temple, it's not a slithery pit of snakes wanting to take from you. In the temple, you learn how to work with your own sexual energy first before working with others. This includes the teacher, right? So know thyself. In the temple, boundaries and consent are a learned art form and respected. In the Tantra Temple, you're not forced, pressured, or coerced in any way to do anything that feels unsafe for you. You are heard in this space. In the temple, women initiate the women into their pleasure, and the older women also initiate the men. Why? Because one has to have a level of sexual maturity and containment to be able to hold such a powerful energy. When we are still in our sexual immaturity, it's very, very easy to let the desires take over. And in this place, the boundaries become very unclear and messy. And believe me, I've learned this in the hard way. So number two, the dangers of the takeover are that it has the potential to re-traumatize or traumatize trusting and often naive participants. And the danger is that going into these spaces that are pushing way too fast can blow your central nervous system wide open. And I was one of those people. I've seen many, many clients who've attended a level 1 or a level 2 workshop, right? Come and see me to get back in their body, needing several therapy sessions for them to actually rewire the nervous system. The danger is this is a feeding frenzy for predators in the guise of a guru. It takes and depletes your creativity, leaves you feeling drained, confused, what's mine and what's yours, for instance. And there have been many amazing schools and teachers that have been called out for this taking advantage of positions of power, for sex in the name of often Tantra or Tantric initiation. It's a very, very slippery energy and there's not a whole lot of reference there, right? And the payoff to the temple is that it's a slow process and it's a long road that honors the sacredness of your precious life force energy. In these spaces, there's a softness, there's a reverence and deep respect and listening for where you are in yourself. The temple is a space of great integrity that doesn't skip any steps along the way. meaning you're not pushed into doing things in a fast way. Not ever, not ever. And the temple has a high vibration of love. And finally, how to choose a practitioner, a training or a school or a temple. Do your research. Talk to people who've attended. For myself, even in my practice, I talk to every single client before I'll see them to be very clear what my service is and what it is not, and if it fits for them, right? And so this weeds out anyone who's looking for a quick fix or just a rub and tug. There's plenty of places out there for that. So another thing would be to learn Betty Martin's Wheel of Consent first. Know how to speak and make your boundaries. Learn what your boundaries are in the first place. Listen to your red flags. Always do not bypass them. And I would recommend a female practitioner or teacher if you have had any, and I mean any, sexual trauma whatsoever. Yeah. So you can start to listen and learn for yourself in a safe way. So thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to the next episode where I'll be sharing boundless pleasure in the playground. So have a beautiful day. I love you so much, and I'll see you soon. Ciao.